Welcome back, pure structure traders, for another market analysis for the London session and potentially into the US session. Today is October 21st, 2021 here in Hawaii, and will be October 22nd, 2021 in London. Today we'll be going over S&P 500, gold, and also oil, giving you guys some of the levels that we're looking at. So again, if you guys do like these videos, please go ahead and smash that like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, please go ahead and subscribe. Any questions you guys got, feel free to pop them in here on YouTube. We would love to get back to you guys. But with that said, let's go ahead and jump into it. So for S&P 500, again, had another nice bullish move to the upside. We climbed into our next measured move right around these 42 to 43s, and you can see we did struggle from there, came right back down. So I am anticipating that the market here may try to retest this area here. If we retest these 42s and still can't get through it during the London session, I will probably be looking for a short opportunity off this level of 42.75 for a pull back down into these 31s and then potentially down into these 45.28s. We'll see if we get that opportunity. Now, for those who want the long continuation, again, you can look for it here at 31.25. You can't get through it. Next level down below, these 28s. And then if we push down below that, you could see next levels 23.75, 18, right around 18.50, and then right around 14.15 area as the supports. We kind of had a nice support there during the London session and a gradual climb to the upside from there into the US session. We just kept climbing and climbing. So definitely could continue the bullish run, but I do think that those 42 to 43s may end up being a very strong level of resistance. So keep an eye out. If we get into that area for the London session and we cannot break through it, look for that short opportunity to come right back down into the bigger support here, 45.31.25. Let's move over into a smaller chart here on S&P. Take a closer look. So moving into this smaller chart, you can see here slightly above a little micro peak here. Now again, that could stand out right around these 37.38s, but I'd rather see this potentially try to get back up into those 42s and then fail from there if I want to try to short this bullish momentum. That's going to be the stronger area to look for the short. Now if we just break right through and we get on top, that's going to be a nice opportunity if we hold the support for the continuation up into 50 and 60. So we'll see. I mean, again, it is strongly bullish, so could feel a lot more riskier to try to short against this bullish momentum. You may want to try to look for the longs, but again, longs come here, 31.25, 28, and then below that it's going to be those 23s, and then also these 18 and 15 to 14s. That's going to be the areas we look for those long support opportunities off of these areas. So we'll see if we get any of that happening, if we get it to come down, but I'd rather try to see this get up to the resistance first, 42, 43, and if we fail to get through during the London session, look for the short opportunity from there. So we'll see what happens. Let's move over into gold. Take a look at what's going on. So gold moved into a sideways range here, 1787.9, slightly a little bit above that, but we may end up using this area and then rejecting again, falling right back down to support 1778 even. Below that, next level 70.1 and then 1766.7 as the supports down below. So we'll see what happens. Could be in a little bit of a range for a little time. So we'll see again, shorting. It's going to be pretty easy to see on this one. Short these 87.9s if we cannot continue to stay on top of that. Look for this to come right back down into 78. If we get on top of this level though, we may end up seeing that support to push up into those 96.2s and then above that 1801.6. But if you don't want to take the support on top of that level, look for the support here right around these 78s for the bounce. That's where our low of the range is going to be. Try to look for a nice double bottom off that area and then try to take it up into the mid area and then also the extended area of 1787.9. So we'll see if we get that opportunity. Let's move over into a smaller chart here on gold. Take a closer look at what's going on. So moving over here, again, you can see we popped above it, but we really need to see this extend through and then come back and use it for the continuation of the bullish run there. If we do not, we end up seeing this rejection and then maybe a potential pull back down into the supports in the middle, and then potentially all the way back down to a major support here, right around these 78s. Could even stop a little bit shy of that area, right around these 79.5. So we'll see what happens there. But again, for those who want to try the long, Either you're going to try it above those 1787.9s, you're going to try it below these or right at these areas of 1778. Really want to see if it can come down and hold that support. That's going to be a nice bounce if we do, to get it right back up. For those who want the short comes here if we stay underneath these 87.9s for the push lower. So we'll keep an eye out for those areas here on gold when we get into the London session. Moving over into crude oil, let's take a look at what we got. Crude oil had a nice bounce from support. These 80-90s cleaned up the levels a little bit here. 83.12 is where we found that resistance to pull it right back down. Slight area of 82.66 that we kind of found a nice peak and then pushed back down and then it pushed through. So let's see if this rounds out. Maybe rounds out, comes right back up into these 82.66s. And if it fails, look for the short there. If not, look for maybe a nice double top here at 83.12. And then try to short it right back down if we can't get through that level as well. If you do get up to 83.12 and it does fail, you got to short it and take some profits here on the earlier move, 82.66, and then try to push it down below into the supports underneath 81.73. For those who want the long opportunities, there are going to be a couple areas that you can look for the long opportunities. One being right around these 81.66s. 81.38 is going to be the next area of support down below. There's more of a level down here, which is these 80.87. So we'll see if we get down to that area where it kind of bottomed out and push right back up. But again, you could look for the market to try to come into this area first. 81.67 for the bounce first for those who want the support. If you want to continue this higher though, we got to get this to push through this 83.12, come back, hold the support, and then continue up to the next level, 83.94. Now this area though may be a strong level of resistance, so if we can't get through that, look for that short right back down. If we get on top of that, that could continue the bullish run. So lots of different trade opportunities you could have here, but for right now, right in the middle, let it either come up to the resistance 82.66 and then show us what it wants to do, or let it come down to the supports here at 81.67 or 81.38 to 40, and then try to look for the bounce right off that area for the support. But that's about it, guys. That wraps it up for S&P 500, gold, and also oil. Again, I hope these videos help you guys out. If you guys do like these videos, please go ahead and smash that like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, please go ahead and subscribe. Any questions you guys got, feel free to pop them in here on YouTube. These videos are to help you understand when buyers and sellers may be stepping into the markets, give you some ideas around where you should probably be trying to look for the longs and or shorts. You know, you're still going to have your principles to enter the trades in on. You know, you want to make sure you have those specific rules of entry when you do decide to try to take a trade. If you struggle with something like that and you feel like that's hindering your performance, or you're struggling in your trading journey, feel free to become a member with us at Pure Structure Trading. We'd love to help you guys out with that. But other than that, guys, if you guys continue to trade, make sure you guys trade well. You guys take care. Have a great night.